Good morning, welcome to Hamilton. We are at Bell Arte Camera and we are learning about new things today. So new, I've got Nate from Nikon joining us. So new, Nate, that we don't even actually have the products yet.
Yeah, that's right. So Nikon's been really busy since we've last interacted. We've come out with a new super zoom camera, so it's got like a 3,000 millimeter zoom.
Super zoom.
Yeah, so we've got that. We've got two new lenses that just got announced as well, 35 millimeter 1.2 and a 28 to 135 millimeter f4 power zoom.
Okay.
So a lot of new products.
What's the difference between a super zoom and a power zoom?
So a power zoom is going to be controlled digitally within inside the camera. It's really good for video.
Okay.
It means that you can do a really gentle, smooth push zoom towards your subject.
Okay.
Right, very nice. That's great for video.
Yeah.
The super zoom is for zooming in on something that's incredibly far away.
Right, more like binoculars, kind of.
Yeah, a little bit, right? You got a ton of reach.
Okay.
If you want to know more about those things, I'm going to encourage everybody to come down or give Bell Arte a call, and they'll be able to help you out with pre-ordering all of those products.
Okay, amazing, because there are some people out there that know they're coming, so they're going to be anxious for it. That's awesome.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do we got here?
So the other thing that I brought with me, and this is more pertinent, I think, to anybody that received a camera for Christmas, you know, they got a gift, or maybe they bought something, they treated themselves to a camera over the holidays.
Yeah.
Now would be the time to maybe start thinking about expanding your lens selection, right? Because your camera is what takes the photos, but your lens is what shapes the photo, right? So I've got a couple different options here when you're starting to expand your camera kit.
Yeah, because what if it just comes with one lens?
Yeah, most cameras will come with just one lens. It's a standard kit lens. And then what I brought with me here, the first one that I want to talk about is this right here. It's a 50 millimeter f1.8. This is the most common first lens that
upgrade
that somebody's going to get.
Okay.
This is the reason people like this is that it replicates what our natural vision sees when we're looking around. So it mimics that sort of field of view, and it's a very, very natural look. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The other thing that it does is it has a very, I don't know if we can see it through here, this opening in the center that is called the aperture. So this can actually open up to f1.8, that's very wide. And if you've ever seen photos that have a very blurry background, that's what that lens is going to give you. So you have a natural field of view with a nice blurry background. It's great for portraits.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's like portrait mode on your camera.
That's right. So that's the first one. The second one here is I have a 35 1.8.
Okay.
So still you get that nice blurry background with that aperture, but this is actually my favorite personal focal length right here. So it's just a little bit wider than the 50 millimeter, so I can get my subject, but then I can also see the background as well.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what I personally love.
Yeah. I think I would like that one too.
Yeah. The last one that I want to talk about, and this is if you want to kind of introduce a little bit more of a unique look to your photos. This is a 50 millimeter, but it's something called a macro lens. Okay. So this is really good for taking any sort of photos of hyper detailed subjects.
So like if you want to capture a butterfly on a leaf.
That's right. A butterfly on a leaf, a flower, even if you want to get some really cool up close abstract textures, right? There's a whole different world around us when you get into the details. Yeah.
And so more of a creative spin too. I like that.
That's right. So three different options. All of these are under $800 right now.
Wow.
And a great deal. Come check them out.
So Nikon big sale. We'll talk more about what they have on sale, like cameras. That's going to be coming up in just a few moments, so make sure you stay with us on Morning Live. Okay, now we're talking about cameras and accessories for your lenses.
That's correct.
Am I right?
Yes, you got it.
Okay, I am learning. Slowly but surely, I've been here enough that I'm starting to pick up on a little thing. This lens looks like you would use it for reflecting light, so there is no light reflection.
That's more what it is.
Okay.
So what I've got here, we just talked about some lenses in the last segment.
Yeah.
What these are filters that will actually screw into the front of your lens, right? And they each have a different type of purpose. You have three main types of filters in photography. The two I have right here, well, let's talk about the first one. This is called a circular polarizing filter. Okay. Have you ever worn like polarizing sunglasses, right? And you know how when you wear polarizing sunglasses, they will cut down all of those reflections, right? It makes it way easier to see.
Way better.
It has the exact same function as this filter right here.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you're ever in a scenario where there's a lot of reflection, reflections outside. Maybe you're out by the lake or by water and there's a lot of sunlight reflecting. This filter will minimize that. And with the circular polarizer, you can actually control the amount of minimization of those reflections.
Wow.
Yeah, super handy. It's a very, very good accessory to have. One thing to note is that you have to buy an individual filter tailored to an individual lens, because every lens,
they're not the same.
They're not the same, right? So this might not fit onto here.
Well, no, you'd need a lens that would have fit that. That's a bit of a nuisance, though, no?
Yeah. So what I would suggest, one thing that a lot of photographers will do is they'll buy this accessory.
Okay.
And this is called a stepping ring.
Oh, so it'll help it to fit your individual lens.
That's right. So what you're able to do is you buy the biggest filter that you need.
Yep.
And then you can actually adapt that filter to all your smaller lenses.
Smart.
Right? You can pick these up at Bell Arte Camera.
Yep.
Very, very affordable and a great accessory to have.
Yeah, because then you don't have to keep buying the same filter over and over again
That's
for
right.
different cameras.
That's right.
Okay, speaking of cameras.
Yes, that's
these
right.
These are new, right?
These have been around for a little bit, but the sales.
The sale is
This
new.
is the first sale. This is the biggest sale. Maybe you didn't have the opportunity to get a camera over the holidays, right? And you were thinking, I'm so close, but you know, it just didn't happen at that point.
Santa didn't come through.
That's right. Well, we have pretty much all of our cameras on sale now, and I want to touch on 3 of the best deals so far, right? Z6 III is $550 off. You can pick up the Z6 III body for just $28.49.
It's light.
Yeah, it's light, and we've talked about this camera in the past. It really does it all, from stills to video.
It's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. I feel like it looks complicated, but for you, it probably isn't.
Yeah, the camera really will outperform when it comes to stills or video.
Okay, and next, so this is almost like a good beginner camera.
I wouldn't even say it's a beginner camera. It's so advanced, but for the price, that's why I wanted to touch on it. Right?
For $500, that's pretty good.
Well, the sale is $500, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's this one underneath?
So underneath here we have the Z8, and this is really one of the flagships from Nikon. Z8 camera. This is $700 off.
Wow.
Yeah, $46.99. It's a killer deal for the beginning of the year.
Wow.
Right? It's selling very, very well. And this camera, again, can do everything. It's got Nikon's most advanced autofocus. It's ready to go, faster than you could say ready action.
Okay, and then this last one?
Last one is more of an entry point camera, right?
Okay.
And this is a kit. You're just getting into photography. You're upgrading from your phone.
Yeah.
You can pick up that kit for $150 off, $899.
Wow. Okay, so Nikon has got the best deals at the very beginning of the year. So you're right. If you didn't get something over the holidays that you really want, come and get it now. Come to Bell Arte. Chat with Nate. He's got all the information you could ever imagine about cameras. We've got so much more coming up from the store in just a few moments, but for now, I'm going to send things back inside the studio. Thanks, Nate. Back at Bell Arte Camera, and we're talking about something that's really cool, really trendy. A lot of people are getting back into it. We're talking about cameras that take regular film, like old school, Jacob.
Yes, all the way back, film, just like you did in the 80s, 90s, right? You know, it's a big trend that people are really finding a lot of fun with these days. They're trying to, I think the instant gratification of too many phone pictures and too many digital cameras, and you never get the chance to actually see your pictures, hold your pictures, right? So we're trying to help bring that back, where we develop the film here, we sell the film here, everything's done kind of in-house, and you end up with an actual tangible product at the end.
Yeah.
That is way more fun than just taking your phone out, never seeing the picture again.
Well, it's true. And like when you're trying to like show someone, you're like this.
Yeah,
you know, let me find it. You got 18 pictures of your dog, and then you're like, no, it's here somewhere. Meanwhile, you can like pull out a nice photo album and flip through. It really is a different experience.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
So it's nice. We've got different film cameras on display here. We have everything from point and shoot, nice and easy starter camera, up into the mid-level SLRs, where you need a little bit more. You have more control. You kind of need to know a little bit more of what you're doing.
It's kind of like driving a standard versus an automatic.
Exactly. And then all the way up into the professional film cameras of the day that take medium format film. So
that is like the boxiest thing ever.
Absolutely. You got to make sure you want to carry that thing around. But it gives you amazing pictures, super fun to take around and shoot with. I've done some medium format shooting. It is a whole different experience to taking pictures with a regular camera.
I can imagine.
It is a lot of fun.
Okay, now the different types of film that you guys have here, like technology has allowed us to create this type of film.
Yes, absolutely. So this is all old movie film that's actually been repurposed to be still photography film.
Yeah.
So now it's all fun, old school looking. That's
Yeah.
really what people are looking for, right? That
Yeah.
old, grainy
They want to think, oh, I lived in the 80s.
Yeah,
You're like, no,
exactly.
you didn't. But
Exactly.
you can pretend you did for a minute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what all the bottom ones here are really. They're all
Super cool.
really cool old school films. And then on the top there, we have our prepaid film. So that's
What
a
does
more
that mean?
basic film, but that means that everything is included when you buy that film and bring it back to us. So you
Okay.
pick up the film,
Yeah.
you pay your $40,
Yeah.
and then your developing is included. You'll get your prints, your physical prints, and we'll email you a copy of all your files. So that way you can
Oh.
post it to your social media.
You can put it on your phone.
Exactly. That way you have it on your phone still if you want it, but you
Yeah.
still get that physical print to put in that album whenever you want to.
Oh my gosh, this is the coolest stuff. I love it. I think it's really great.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to actually take you upstairs and show you the developing area for this really cool film in just a few moments. So make sure you stay with us. So much more coming up on Morning Live. Okay, this is where the magic happens. This is where your film goes once you've dropped it off. Jacob, what's that machine?
Yes, so this is our film developing machine, right? Every film that comes in that is color film goes through this machine here. I think we're up over 100,000 rolls through this machine, so it's been good to us.
Wow.
But this develops your film. It goes through all the chemical process that you need. And then as you can see coming out the
Oh,
top
yeah.
there, you have negatives coming out.
you
So
put
it
it in
goes in
down
as
here.
film, comes out as negatives there, right?
Oh, that's
all developed with
cool.
some nice pictures on there. And
Okay.
then once that's done, we hang them up in the room, and then we bring them over to our scanner here. We scan the films that are to be used for digital copies, whoever
yeah.
wants their digital copies. And then if they're not having digital copies, or they're having digital and prints, then we bring them out to the other side of the lab, where we have our huge, big chemical printer, which is
Can we see
what
that?
sets us apart. Absolutely.
Okay,
If
this
we
way?
just come through this way, yeah.
All right. I love this place. The fact that everything is done in-house, like,
Yes,
that's the
absolutely.
best part.
Your film never leaves the building. It is always here with us. We always have an eye or a count on it.
Okay, this is the big
So
printer.
this is where the big magic happens for all the physical prints.
That's so cool.
So whenever somebody drops off a roll of film to have prints done, it comes up through the film developer, comes through here, and then as you can see, prints right through here, and they come out on this end here.
Okay, I have a
So it's
question for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I've got a picture. I want to get
Yep.
it taken off my phone.
Yep.
Can I do that here?
Yes, absolutely. We have computers downstairs and lots of knowledgeable staff downstairs who'll help you get that picture off your phone. It'll come up, it'll go through the same process as our film does.
Yeah.
So it's printed on chemical paper, goes through the chemical process, and you'll have a beautiful print done in about 4 to 5 days.
So fast turnaround.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, what if I want to get it like enlarged or like to
Yep.
put in a specific frame size?
Absolutely. You can choose anywhere from, I believe, 2.5 by 3.5 is our smallest,
Yeah.
all the way up to 16 by 20 as long as the picture will allow for it.
Poster
So you-
size.
Yep, absolutely. If you want a poster of yourself on the wall, you can absolutely do that here.
I feel like someone's done that here, and that's how you know.
There's a few people.
That's amazing. Okay, what about if I have a photo that's really old and I want to fix it? Like it's got scratches or holes.
Yeah, we can
or-
do that here too. We take old photos. We bring them upstairs. Trish, who's not here right now,
Yeah.
she's amazing. She
She's
does all of
magic.
our Photoshop work.
Yeah.
She's a magician with Photoshop. It is unbelievable what she can pull out of photos and how she can make them look.
Yeah.
So yeah, you bring that to us.
Like a physical copy.
Yeah, a physical copy,
Okay.
and we will get you a digital copy or a reprint depending on what you want. But we can absolutely fix it up, make it look amazing.
That's so cool. Okay, like they do everything here at Bell Art. We love coming to visit you guys here because you're so knowledgeable, you're so informative, and you're really trying to bring back the art of photography.
Yes, absolutely. That is a big thing that we try and do here.
Yeah,
we
so-
love photographers.
It's amazing. I love it. Okay, thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for
hosting us.
coming. We always appreciate you guys coming down.
All the information is going to be on our website at chch.com, or you can go to the Bell Art website, which is
Bellart.ca.